You know Anthony Edwards as the high-flying, trash-talking star of the Timberwolves. But there's so much more to him than just dunks and highlights. Ant is full of stories fans have never heard, from wild childhood dreams to a surprising hidden talent. He's funny, fearless, and one of the most entertaining personalities in the league. Think you know everything about him? Think again. These are 10 things you didn't know about Anthony Edwards. My 5 will blow your mind. Anthony Edwards is more than just a highlight reel and poster dunk. You see the swagger, the confidence, the crazy athleticism, but there's a lot about him most fans have no idea about. Let's dig into 10 things you probably never heard about Ant-Man. Did you know basketball wasn't even his first love? Growing up in Atlanta, Anthony was a beast on the football field. We're talking about quarterback, running back, and cornerback. He played them all and dominated. By the time he was 10, he was already a star, scoring touchdowns like it was nothing. People around him thought he had a real shot at making the NFL. But then one day, everything changed. He watched his older brother throw down a dunk in a high school game. That was the moment. He fell in love with basketball right there. Football was out, and hoops became his new obsession. Now here's something even crazier. His nickname, Ant-Man, wasn't some branding move cooked up when he got famous. It started when he was just 3 years old. His dad gave him the name, and it stuck. His friends call him Ant, his fans know him as Ant-Man, and even his dog is named Ant Jr. That's right, he named his English bulldog after himself. He treats the pup like family, travels with him, talks to him like a person, and even set up an Instagram account just for the dog. It's the kind of stuff that makes him feel like a regular dude despite the fame. But behind the laughs and the confidence, there's also real pain. When Anthony was in 8th grade, he lost his mom and his grandma to cancer. Both passed away on the 5th of different months, just 8 months apart. That's why he wears number 5 on his jersey. It's not just a number, it's a tribute to the 2 women who meant everything to him. Even on his NBA draft night, he sat next to portraits of them, making sure they were there for the most significant moment of his life. Despite the tragedy, he stayed locked in. While other teens were out partying, Anthony was in the gym. He found a trainer named Justin Holland, and the two went to work. Shooting drills, ball handling, you name it. Ant had the raw talent, but knew he had to level up. He was all about the grind, and it paid off fast. He turned into one of the top high school players in the country. Then he picked Georgia for college, even though he had offers from top programs like Duke and Kentucky. Why? He wanted to stay close to home and make his family proud. That loyalty shows in more ways than one. Anthony never tried to be the perfect, polished star. He's just himself. And that means he's got some quirks, like a serious addiction to junk food. His favorite is Chester's hot fries. He eats them like they're going out of stock. 3 bags a day, sometimes more. His teammates joke about how his bag is full of snacks. But here's the wild part. The junk food doesn't slow him down. He's still one of the most explosive players in the league. You'd think a guy eating hot fries and fast food daily wouldn't have much gas in the tank, but Anthony keeps proving everyone wrong. During one interview, he even pulled out Popeyes and started eating it mid-conversation. The man doesn't care what people expect from a typical athlete. He does that, and fans love that honesty. He's not just funny on the court either. Off the court, Ant is hilarious without even trying. In one interview, he was asked about Timberwolves co-owner Alex Rodriguez. You'd think anyone would know A-Rod, one of baseball's biggest names. But Anthony straight up said he had no idea who that was. Later they became cool, even showing up at events together. It was just another example of how Ant keeps it honest, no matter who he's talking to. Another thing most people don't know? Ant's got profound music dreams. It's not the kind where athletes mess around in the studio for fun. He thinks he can rap, and to be fair, he's not bad. He's dropped freestyles, made his own songs, and even said he's better than Damian Lillard, known for being the best rapper in the NBA. That confidence isn't fake. It comes from years of rapping with his brother and being inspired by his childhood friend, Lil Baby. The two grew up close to each other in Atlanta, and Lil Baby helped push Anthony to take music more seriously. When it comes to style, Anthony has his own thing going on too. He loves Yeezy slides because, as he puts it, they make him look taller and comfortable. He wears them everywhere, whether at the store or the gym. It might sound small, but comfort and confidence go hand in hand for him. Now let's talk about his bowling addiction. During the pandemic, when everything was shut down, Anthony had to find new ways to have fun. That's when he discovered bowling. At first it was just something to do, but then it became serious. He started watching videos, learning techniques, and challenging friends. He's so into it that he said he could compete with pros. He even bowls scores over 240, which is pretty wild for someone who picked it up a few years ago. He also got into ping pong around the same time. Like bowling, he went from casual player to full-on competitor. It's that same mindset he has with basketball. If he's doing something, he's going all the way in. He doesn't like to lose. Anthony has to win, whether in hoops, bowling, or a simple board game. That drive comes from how he grew up. He always pushed himself and wanted to be the best at whatever he touched. And that's not just talk. He even thinks he could go pro in sports like baseball or football. And honestly, he might not be wrong. Before basketball, football was his thing. He played quarterback, running back, and even cornerback when he was younger. And he wasn't just decent, he was a star. Coaches thought he had what it took to go to the NFL. He was faster, stronger, and more athletic than most kids his age. But then one moment changed everything. But even in basketball, it wasn't always easy. In 8th grade, his mom pushed him to keep playing football even though he didn't like it. He went out there, played, and ended up breaking his ankle. That injury ended his football season, but made his left leg stronger. When he healed, he suddenly found himself jumping higher than ever before. That's how he got his first dunk. The injury set him up to shine in basketball. And shine, he did. But behind all the success was a ton of pain. He lost both his mom and his grandmother in the same year. Both of them died on the 5th day of different months. They were his biggest supporters. His grandma was the one who always told him to smile and be strong, and his mom was the one who believed in his dreams before anyone else.